Our dear friend Brian over there at Right Scoop, he somehow recorded some of the discussion that was occurring among the Democrat reporters, the Obama supporters, before Romney's press conference. Now, you see, in a Romney press conference, he takes what we call questions. In Obama's press conference, he gives answers without questions, and then he leaves. So listen carefully, put up the volume. We're going to play our first clip, open mic before the Romney press conference. Cut 3, go.
That's the question. Yeah.
All right, stop a second. Let's wind that back. It says here in my transcript that that's a woman. Are you sure that's a woman, Mr. Producer? Sure that's not a transgendered reporter or transgendering reporter? I'm not saying which direction they're going in. All right, anyway, cut 3, go.
That's the question. Yeah, that's the question.
Yes, everything.
I wouldn't even say, I would just say, do you regret your question?
Your question? Your statement?
Your statement, not even the tone. Because then he can go off on.
And then if he does, I think we should follow up and say, but this morning your answer is continuing to sound.
And then if he does, I think we should follow up and say, but this morning your answer is continuing to sound ... Come on, guys and gals, let's get him. Let's get him. We got Romney where we want him. He spoke up for America. He talked about free speech. He talked about American values. Come on, let's go get him. What else did they say when the open mic was on and they weren't listening? Cut 4, go.
No matter who he calls on, we're covered on the one question that...
Did you stand by your statement or do you want that?
I'll turn around and go, Governor. I shouldn't have my notebook visible though, should I? It says ABC News on it.
Oh, it says ABC News on it. Now, you may not have heard all that. A supposed woman says, no matter who he calls on, we're covered on the one question that. Then a supposed man says, do you stand by your statement or do you regret your statement? Then a supposed woman says, I'll turn around and say, Governor. I shouldn't have my notebook visible, should I? It says ABC News on it. Everybody's MSNBC now, have you noticed? MSLSD is now the new high bar, the new high standard for the media. So they piled on. They ganged up on Romney. This is why you cannot believe the media in this country. They may be right now and then, but too often than not, they're pushing an agenda. These reporters represent NBC, ABC, CBS. I don't know if the cable reporters were there. I suppose they were. Print reporters, I suppose they were. You didn't hear a single person dissent about what was about to take place. They were all ready. We put a montage of the questions asked to Romney together. Mr. Producer did. And I want you to listen to this because this is pretty stunning. Cut 9, go.
The statement you referred to was a very toughly worded statement last night. Do you regret the tone at all, given what we know now?
Do you think, though, coming so soon after the events really had unfolded overnight was appropriate to be weighing in on this as this crisis is unfolding in real time? What did the White House do wrong then, Governor Romney, if they put out a statement saying they disagreed with it?
Governor Summers.
Talk about mixed signals. The world is watching. Isn't this itself a mixed signal when you criticize the administration at a time that Americans are being killed? Shouldn't politics stop for this?
Governor, some people have said that you jumped the gun a little in putting that statement out last night and that you should have waited until more details were available. Do you regret having that statement come out so early before we learned about all of the things that were happening?
If you had known last night that the ambassador had died, and obviously I'm gathering you did not know.
Well, that came later.
That's right. If you had known that the ambassador had died,
I'm not going to take hypotheticals.
One of your professed reasons for running is your economic know-how and your private sector experience. But now that foreign policy and the situation in the Middle East has been thrust into the presidential campaign, Can you talk about why specifically you think you're better qualified than President Obama to handle these issues?
How specifically, Governor Romney, would President Romney have handled this situation differently than President Obama did? You spoke out before midnight when all the facts weren't known. How would you have handled this differently than the president did?
There you go.